Alright, good evening. Wonderful little Monday today. Not too much work. And maybe I'll actually get further. Right, where was I? Undercity. Units of 3 less armor. Right, I went with the laser for some moving or forward, but I don't think I want to do that. Sure, get me a fire bat. Right, so what do we have here? Peasant, adventurer, warrior, knight, priest, heavy armor, horseman, veteran, warrior, journeyman, vanguard, battering ram. Ah, yes, the sorcerer was the problem, I recall. The sorcerer and their massive golems. Right, loadout. Just undo everything. And undo this as well. And then, right, so I think against the golems, the bolt is my best shot. And I think I'll take the knockback. With the volley, the skewering shot. And I think I'll take the Skullcracker. I will bring along, as well, a Dart Trap. I still have not found the Origin Core. We will Compounding Strike. With the Repeater Mechanism, actually we don't need that because we don't need the range. And I'll take the Soul Steel. I honestly kinda like the Soul Steel. Bring me the axe. Ancient Grave, the Peak. Also, what do we have here? Starting gold increased, enemy engine, and deals double damage. I don't think there are too many shields, so I'll take this. Most traps I'll probably only have like one of, so we're good with that. Next, you. Hammers. Volatile items. Yep, that's the exploding ones. Take one of these. And seek enemies. More damage per... Now, they actually nerfed this to actually also be reduced to maximum 500%. It's still a lot better. I'm pretty sure. And the Cascade. Right, I'm gonna bring you along. For the Siphon Soul. Go Game Pursuit by 3, Essence Transfer. Or the Gluttony. I think that's fine. 50% more gold or... This is always only 5 soul fragments, not 5 per 50, which ain't that great actually. I don't think. I'll take you. And I think that's all I can upgrade to maximum. Yeah. But we can take a little slime buddy. Slow up by 5% per tier upgrade. I want the viscous slime. And the heavy slime. Right, then darts, bolts, axe, dust trap, the swords, soul harvester, arcane trap, barricade. Okay. Then we will block off. Oh yeah, place the cornerstone first, which is gonna go down here. Mr. Necromancer can assist. And then we'll have the barricade here. And we will have the bolt trap there first. Followed by everything else later. Give us interest. Okay, so you can kill the sorcerers with the... That's good to know. They do not. They unfortunately do not die to the... Hey, what's it called? I love this bolt. It's great. They unfortunately do not die to just the... Not Wilson. It costs 5,000, which, once again, way too much. Also, I completely forgot I have to deal with this thing. And I also completely forgot to change the add-ons on the spike trap. So, we do have the Fester. The Swift Mechanism and the Repeater Springs, they're fine. The Fester, I'm not sure how you... Well, there are priests. So the support option may just be more useful. Right, set up a dart trap there. Still remain this, and then also block off here. Mr. Necromancer can just come up here, block that. So I have doubts that most enemies will get to this vault, but some may. It's so funny to me that the Necromancer's thing does count as a projectile. Also, I haven't seen any diggers yet. Unleash the golems. The Arcane Trap will help immensely. No question about that. And then, finally, the last trap is gonna be... Well, there goes my Arcane Trap. Not ideal. Absolutely not ideal. Oh, you will be released at the beginning of Wave 28 anyway, so I'd rather just get you out right now. Because if they get released anyway... Oh wait, Wave 28, I'm not even getting to Wave 28, what am I talking about? I also forgot to bring the Slime Trap along. That might have honestly helped. If I had that around. Because of the Slime Warrior. I do kinda love the Arcane Trap. Like, the damage it gets to appears to be kinda stupid. Wonderful. Shift. Traps no longer have a refund penalty. Not sure about that. Also, I just realized there are silver and gold borders. We do have some wasteland. And another piece of plains. And then this desiccated crypt. There were some areas, some things I remember. What do we have? Anchor, Chase, Veil. One layer of shield, that should be fine. There were some charms to get in this here area. Place the cornerstone. Right. Place the cornerstone up here. Actually, no. Place the cornerstone down here. Now, I think I'll just stay with about this loadout. Because I don't think there's any area really. Level 11 orcs. Wait, we can get up to level 11? I didn't even know that, so... Interesting. Right. Get me the slime trap out. And then I'm just gonna stay with this setup. However, I'm gonna switch to Sigil. This, I don't think is that great. Double damage shield, more units, more health, poison damage, +1 activation range I don't think I'll need here. Just take the movement slow and the more damage. So, Cornerstone once again down here. Can I actually upgrade anything? Can I upgrade the slime trap? Yes. And then the remainder just goes into the barricade. Armor plating. Perfect. So, I'm honestly not too concerned. We'll just have a big bolt there. Actually, a dart here, a bolt there. Because the dart does get upgrades. And you get a slime. Oh, you attack tombs. That's actually kinda neat. It jiggles, it fights, it does a lot, but it means, well... Yeah, that does sound like a slime. Yeah, you do have the necromancy charm. I forgot Mr. Necromancer. Mr. Necromancer, you're allowed to live next to the bolt trap. Then here we get a moneymaker. Black Knight. We do not, I don't think, have the additional shield damage. It might have been a mistake. I don't even need to destroy this tomb. Meaning I could technically send them around this way, but I don't think that's necessary. Go for it, slimes. Also, I lost a life just now. Not sure how that happened, but I also don't actually care all that much. Alright. You don't have that much activation range. Yeah, on this one the repeater mechanism would probably have been better. Just do not give a shit about boulders. Incredible. Well, that's a problem. All those thieves getting through is definitely a problem. I need to give you the activation range. And then actually have the swords like here. Also... Okay, yeah, the shield boys here are not good for my life. 4 more health. 4 more health. Oh, they're just getting kicked around, that's why. Upgrade all of those. Well, I have 1 health remaining. Also, the orc tomb is dead. But we are fine. Well, not fine, but we are well enough. Also, 2 runes upgraded. It's only a bronze. I have never noticed those before. It's kind of neat, honestly. Right, have me more wasteland. Have me more desert. Have me the peak. What charm did I actually get from that? Oh, it doesn't actually give me a charm. This one gives me a charm. Spellbound arsenal. Occasionally use splash damage, increase rearm speed by 20%. That's the axe. Whirlwind axe. Right. Toss the veil. Keep the anchor. Swarm. Fort. Scythe. Sure the nil. I don't want armor. I don't want helmet. In that case, just increase the swarm bonus. Yeah, that's fine. Now, loadout. We will take the repeater mechanism here. And otherwise, I think we'll just leave it the exact same. Except we are now also on that. So now we just do the exact same, I think. Also, Mr. Necromancer this time is allowed to join. We'll have a barricade here. You go there. And then you go here. Wonderful. Mr. Necromancer can join the big area. I don't see any of the like thirsting obelisks anywhere. So I think it's fine. Right, so the tomb is getting blasted, meaning we will need this. But otherwise, I think we're mostly fine. I don't think we're gonna be bad. I think this will just hold. Except for maybe the orcs coming in a second if the tomb gets blown up. Which currently it looks like it will be blown up. So much money. I love it. And the tomb has been blown up. Bolt trap, go for it. Well, the bolt trap doesn't really deal with it all that well. All right, in that case, we just do this and this. Why did you not attack him, Mr. Necromancer? Right, in that case, we'll just make sure we do not attack that. You go there, you go there. Honestly, just lovely stuff, that. Well, the bolt trap is apparently still required. Now, honestly, I feel like most of the enemy... I don't think these guys are that great. Because most enemies that I care about getting through are just running through without caring about that anyway. Like the thieves, the Black Knights after they lost their armor, the adventurers, and the balloons of evilness. They do not give a shit about those hammers. And so the explosion, like them killing things, doesn't really happen. You are still getting up there. I honestly kind of hate that you kill enemies this early. Relocate you there. Alright, now we can have an axe here. I still don't get why that upgrade costs 5,000. Right, we're gonna need some of those, I think. Yeah, probably some more of those. Honestly, fuck it. Those fucking thieves, I hate them. Alright. I need something that is guaranteed to deal damage to them. Enough damage to them. And that is the grinder. What do we have? Clock check to increase zone generally. Speed, we need that. Capacity increased. World Eater, yes. And here we'll do the converge. Right. Slime trap out, grinder in. Cornerstone once again, back there. Miss the Necromancer. Third. Actually, you shoot so far, we can just have you like there. Do they get faster when they get... Oh, yeah, they get faster when they get because of the chase room. Start spamming those. And I'd like to have some interest. Falling units harvested. We have some interest, yeah. Honestly, the bouncing I think would be a lot worse without the chasing. If they were just going for the last known location, the bouncing would be kind of worthless. Get me interest, come on. How much interest is it? Not actually that much, if I recall correctly. Right, we're gonna have a grinder back here. And now we'd actually have to have some enemies get through. How much interest do you give? 5% of current. Okay, 5%. I wish I had a 5% interest rate. Holy shit. Like, on the money in my bank, not my loans. I don't think I have loans. If I had loans, I definitely would want less than 5% interest rate. I don't think there are loans like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most loans are kind of more expensive than that. Ah, that's... whatever. Can you blow up the entrance? Interesting question, I should try that. Probably not. Nah, obviously you can't. Entrance doesn't have health. Would be kind of funny though if you could. Like have one main entrance and then a bunch of side entrances that you can blow up. Snap. Snap. Bear trap go. Boulder go. The boulder didn't actually kill them. Incredible. So the grinder is mainly there for exactly one reason, one purpose, and that is the thieves. As long as it fulfills the purpose, I am happy. Wait, do they get invisible? Grinder already doing a great job. Working well together with the bolt thrower. Unfortunately, there's a bunch more coming in. Alright, we're just gonna need some more grinders. Alright. I need to keep in mind that I didn't bring along that sigil that lowers damage, that increases the speed when there's only one. I really still want to do just a full grinder path level. Needs to be one that doesn't have any enemies, any flying enemies in it though. Alright, so those getting up here ain't great for me. Because the bolts aren't that great against their armor, I don't, the shielding specifically, I don't think. They didn't really have that much more shielding, so we're fine. Brute, Black Knight, Adventurer Brute, Priest Brute, Brute Mauler. Alright, so there's a few more Black Knights in this wave, only 10, which I think we should be fine with. Set up those again. You are allowed to go forward. You're gonna be the double striker. Stop. I am not impressed with those, with that much. Oh, wait, do you have armor? No. 143 health. What is your DPS? 70. And you have a damage of 11 over 1.42 seconds, which means you have less than 11 damage per second. Yeah, the grinders do have their place. They just kind of go. These are definitely better against large groups of small enemies. These are better against like large enemies and enemies that just run around, just run over. I do want the grinder floor. I really had wished there was like a buzzsaw trap which you could just set a line and then it would follow that line. And the more you have, the more saw blades you come in. But they upgrade at the same time. That may have been a bit too strong, but you could increase the cost for every new one depending on how upgraded they are. Alright. Grinder saves the day. Well, one axe. Right. I think this is honestly probably the best option for the weapons. Right, this is the peak. What do we have? Less armor, less health, play units regenerate, which doesn't really make all that much of a difference, I don't think. We have 3 entrances. So if I place the cornerstone here, they'll have to go through there, and then we can just kind of block off here and here to make sure they have to walk the full way. I don't see any thirsting obelisks. I also don't see. So the thing I look for actually is just, do I see an area where there would be what's it called? Where there would be a vault. And I currently don't see that here. If I had, I don't think I can upgrade. Right, so I'm gonna change some of my stones around. We'll have gold, bounties increased, that's not bad. Projectile range, poison damage, summon units, more health. It costs 6 slots, that's so expensive. Physical force, starting gold, no. 10 more, summon 3. If there's only one trap, no. Rush, double shields, yes, take that. Reload. Now, can I can upgrade you to 10, which isn't quite enough. I had hoped I could get this to 15. Right. You increase damage taken. Put them together and set them on fire. No, actually reduce damage. Then you, compounding strength, more damage, repeater mechanism into soul steel. Yep, that's fine. Soul glot for more money. And then here we have the damage one. Rearm damage, yep, damage one. We will bring you along because we will have multiple. We will have multiple of those. And then I'm not entirely sure about the axe, I'm not gonna lie. This is knockback effect, that was the effect on duration. Medium speed increased by 10% per T upgrade. I think I'll take this. I'm gonna bring the spin blade trap and see how it pans out. Fires in all directions, each shot deals 50% of the trap's base damage. For each enemy killed, extends by 0.5 seconds. Increases medium speed by 10%, increases spin torque and knockback strength. Duration by 10% per enemy engine, like that's up to 60%. That is, I believe, the highest increase you get here. Right, take this. Rearm speed increased by 10%. The rearm speed doesn't increase baseline, it's 10%. It's 10 seconds, and it only starts after the spin blade has done its entire rotation, basically. Right, so wall traps next, which is you, and you. Then the floor traps. And then the barricade. Right. Let's try it with that, and I think I'm gonna try it up here. Again, we will block here and here. I'd hope if I could get the barricade to level 15, I could have a big dart there, but it's fine, I guess. You shoot up to there, so we have you here. And swords there are actually like bows. You also go here. Alright, let's see what we face. You obey, good job. Sosra. Well, that was a bit of a waste. That was also a bit of a waste. Like the golems, killing the golems isn't really that important because they just summon new ones. Oh, he summons over there. Interesting. Now, next thing I want is some arcane traps. And we will have one here, which is gonna be the biggest one. Those guys are still annoying as hell. Just skip the water, will you? Another soul for the ledger. So many skeletons already, incredible. Now, this entire wall will be basically just arcane traps. Because every arcane trap increases the damage of other arcane traps. I'll gladly take that. And then we will have grinders here, Springblade here, and these like there. Horsemen. The horses do deal damage to barricades, I believe, if they run into them. You're already fully charged, aren't you? Go per unit? No, not quite yet. Oh yeah, you are now. Right, next. I think I'm actually just gonna wait for interest until it is no longer feasible. Within 10 minutes. I don't think that's still possible. But I'll endeavor to try. There's so many skeletons. Why? Why did I make so... this dart trap upgrade for the skeletons, for the skeleton summon, that's honestly kind of busted if you get enough kills early on. Oh, what do we have here? Jungle with the Greedy King. Right. Have some Springblade. I maybe should not. The Greedy King, 980. Here was a crown so heavy it bends the world toward and beneath it something inhumane smiles. Inhuman. 160,000 XP? You only have, what, 900 health? Oh, we have paladins. Right. And the Greedy King is dead? Nope. The Greedy King just blew up my fucking barricade. Also, the Greedy King is a fucking Cthulhu monster. Can you stop with that? Yeah, that's... that one's not fine. Motherfucker. He also stomps his own unit, so that's kinda neat. Valsar the... Wait, that's Valsar? I thought Valsar was gonna be like the end boss. I'm not that far in, am I? Alright, blow him up. Yeah, he kinda just like runs around now. So I'm... Yeah, the 10 minutes did not happen because of how this guy works. We can try and blow him up as much as I want, but if he's just hanging out down there and I don't have money to hit him, to build turrets to hit him, then we kind of have an issue. I wish he would just come up here. You know what? Sell this. If you just hang out down there, I'm gonna get some friends to you. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, he only has 3 legs left. Break of the Oathbreaker, defeat the Oathbreaker. Perfect. Yeah, that wasn't that hard. I think the Mysterious Challenger was the only real boss because the Toad just kind of jumps around. And Valsar here, he also kind of just like... He didn't really go to the exit. Ooh, new button. Memoir 7. Oath kept once the falls, the Elder Shaper arrives. You kept the oath, won't several realms copies shaped, stay and build, or sent to another realm. You've completed your first playthrough, and brand new roguelike books will arrive as part of free content update in just 2 months. Until then, why not push your limits? Max out your level, experience a new Conqueror level system, and finally, ascend and claim your place. What is a Conqueror level system? Well, mountain, snow, ascension. I assume we lose everything if we do that. Ah, unfortunate. I think what I want to do... Sort by objectives. Ascending. The Lesser Labyrinth. Do I not have the Origin Core? I don't have the Origin Core. Wait, then where do I get that stuff? What? Alright, let's do by objectives, ascending. Ancient Grave, what do we have? Clear within 5 minutes, and clear map with a 2.0 or higher XP multiplier. Ah, it's this one, right? Nope. Undo that. Ancient Grave. 2.0 or higher multiplier. We'll take a Blood Rune. We'll take the Fort Rune. And that is already enough. Previous best 1 times 5. Which was the Swarm level 5. We're just gonna get everything. Except for the Veil. But actually, you know what? 10 layers of shield. Yeah, no, fuck that. I kinda do want to try, but it's not gonna work out. Everything. Right, we just blow up here again. We blow up here again. And then we'll just have barricades on barricades on barricades. We will have... Right, those kind of just vanish if I bring along... In that case, we'll have... one here. And this one's gonna be the bigger one because more enemies come down this way, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it absolutely is not possible. That's just complete rune overload. Right, reset. What do we take? Take one of each. That is 2.5. I'm still missing some runes. So, here. I don't actually need you, I don't think. if I do it like I intend to do here. Alright, let's see. Mr. Necromancer can just kind of block the enemies there. Well, bolt. Alright, that's heavy armor, which should be fun, I think. Actually, it absolutely isn't. Alright, restart. I still do want to blow up these two. Then I think I'll just do a bolt trap there. And then a dirt trap over here. And one there, right. Do it like that instead. We do take the money. And we do bring you along. Boom. Well, someone decided to just not care, apparently. Nope. Alright, next wave. I think this is only in... yeah, wave 3 onwards. Actually, it is already started. Yeah, we do have a dirt trap down there to help. Completely forgot about that. Heh. I do love that the horses just lose control when the rider dies. Like, it isn't really that realistic that a horse would just run into water and die. But it's kind of funny. I'm pretty sure horses are smarter than that, though. Boom. Now, I will have a bolt trap there. I don't think we'll do the 5 minutes here. I don't think we'll manage to do that. But we can at least try. Right, so that's a problem. Didn't think the Vanguards would get this far. Because the problem with them is that they do not care about being stopped. Yeah, no. I need to not try and do both at once. I'm just gonna do the first, and then I'm gonna do the other. How far do you shoot? To the... okay. Wonderful. Also, blow up. Doesn't really do anything on them. Have a dirt trap here. For some skeletons. Well, that's a problem. Need the dirt trap earlier. Bolt. You go there. And then you go there. Have the bolt trap, have the dirt trap. I do want the money maker. And the level 1 bolt trap I think is fine for now. Actually, apparently it isn't. Thankfully, Mr. Necromancer is also kind of busted at this point. How much damage do you actually do? 39. Like, that's more than a bolt trap. Okay, it's not more than a bolt trap, but nearly. Those are a problem. You know what? Grind the floor. Grind them to dust. Does the grind actually ignore armor? Would be interesting to know. Anyway, grind the floor will probably help quite a lot. That was the wrong button. The problem is solely the horseman. Okay, I think the horsemen are done. Alright, perfect. I still love the bolt, it's so good. Like, of all the things I wouldn't want to run into, it's probably a... Like, what is this? A meter-long bolt blasted at you at probably enough speed to kill you. Grind the floor doing wonders. Have some more grinders. I should probably still get a soul harvester at some point. Oh, Mr. Moneybags. I still wonder, is Moneybags copyrighted? It makes sense to call him Mr. Goldbag since I'm pretty sure they did pay with gold and that approximate... Well, I fucking lost, what? Didn't even notice that. So grind of floor worked perfectly. Gonna update it a little bit. Because I do want that money. And that is apparently still in range for some reason. Also, Mr. Necromancer, you can take a step forward. Get some traps in there for the horsies. Or not for the horsies, that's also fine, I guess. Yeah, I think the horses just kind of panic. Also, you deal 30 and then 39? What? Also, you look better in pain is stupid sentence. You know what? Sure. If you want to go around here, we can arrange that. I can't have a dart trap there, but I can have a bolt trap here. Of course the horses just fucking go through. Right, the dwarves I think only come from this door, so we can just keep this open. And if that one dies, all of that is opened up, so keep it around. Have a dirt trap there. Beautiful stuff. Good job. I would like to give you the upgrade. Fucking horse! Why does the horse actually damage me? There's no rider on it. Right, Mr. Necromancer, take a more active role. I think having the moneymaker there is the best option. Especially if we do add the grinders as well. Wilson does not deal damage to the heavy knights. That's kind of funny. Okay. Yeah, the grinders are good against the horses. Against the horsemen. Oh shit. Mr. Necromancer died. When did that happen? I'm not sure whether having all these runes is possible. I'm actually absolutely sure it is possible if you just use the laser. Which I do not want to. Because the laser has proven to be just absolutely ridiculous. Eh, missed. Anyway, darts. Yeah, the bolt should make short work of those. And then the grinders make short work of everything else. Wonderful. I love me my bolt. More grinders. I don't know why I have any other floor traps with me. Because I just love the grinders way too much anyway. Have the big grinder over here just in the middle. If I really want to do a grinder floor though, I'm probably just required to bring along the... what's it called? The self-upgrade thing, because just placing them costs way... I need to bring along the doesn't cost anything anymore thing. The that sigil that reduces the removes the, or is it removes and reduces the duplicate cost floor? Duplicate cost. I think it reduces. Fuck those thieves. $692 capacity, just gotta love to see it. But apparently we need even more. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Necromancer is not enough. Right. I'm gonna reduce the number of runes I have. Where was it? What do I take out? Take out the shell, take out the helm. We need 2.2 point at least, so I think that's fine. Then Grounder floor. Just full on grounder floor, nothing else. Actually, I'm gonna keep the darts empty. I'm gonna keep some of the shit around, but not a whole lot. Right, grounder floor goes over here. We will have a bolt trap with the moneymaker. And then you should probably just chill. And I think with this setup I should be able to just get through this. I think the helm was probably the biggest issue for my bolt trap. Because it means that the bolt trap can't one-shot anything. Actually, it still can because it is 4 different instances of damage, but not good enough. Well, the grounder floor failed. Oh yeah, that also is the reason why the explosions never killed anyone. Just needs more grinders is all. I need to check what is the longest map you can have and then just have grinders on it everywhere. I think it's probably that worm map with a worm on it. With a worm on it. Axe trap deals frost damage that chills enemies. We didn't get the 5 minutes. No. So now we do Ancient Grave. The exact same thing, only without runes. Yeah, blow that up. Blow that up. And then we'll just have you. The big one just gets the immediate upgrade. And send it. Yeah, they're not even getting that far. And now, within 5 minutes. Without any upgrades, I'm pretty sure the Grounder floor will absolutely obliterate this map. Will it? Yeah, looks good. Didn't want to buy that, but I don't think it matters. Now there's some heavy armor out here which reduces how fast we kill that, how fast we kill things, so extend the Grounder floor. Too slow. Still too slow. Right. Big bolt there. Big trap there. Send it immediately. That is Wrath. Didn't necessarily want that. So we'll have the Grand Flow for this area, and then a big bolt at the other end to deal with the heavy armor that comes from that angle. And I don't even need to stay at full health, technically speaking. Mr. Necromancer actually doing a good job there as well. Alright, 3 minutes 58, lovely. Sets enemies on fire. Fire deals 50% of the trap damage. I think the last one is just more damage, looking at it. More gold mines. Wonderful. Now, next. Burrow time. It's this one. Within 7 minutes, level 1 beam no longer generate heat. Success bound increases damage by 25% for the next hit. Yeah. 2.5 or higher XP multiplier. I think this is definitely a bolt map, I'm pretty sure. So I think we'll take the Swarm and the Fort. A Blood Rune. Not Divine. The movement speed, I don't think matters all that much. Because we'll probably shoot them exactly once. Right. Nope, not that. Here. You upgrade against the dwarves that are want to come in here. And then we'll just have another ground floor. And then we'll get the... You will be released at wave 16, which we could technically get to, because this, I believe, has 16 waves just baseline. Remove this, get this up. Lovely. Now, as soon as those are through, I'm just gonna do this. Now we have to do that. Right. Mr. Necromancer, to the side. I completely forgot they do that. I completely forgot they get through that. Right, I should probably once again just focus on one of the two mission objectives right now. Right, look here. And actually just have the bolt like there. The ground flow will still go down here. Columns 1. Columns 2. Right, now we sell this. Put that there. Sell that. You go down here. We sell this bolt. And put it now here. You stay there. have a moneymaker. Alright. I still don't like the Black Knights. Actually, still a poison trap. Like, the poison trap back there isn't really gonna be useful. Mr. Necromancer, please kill this Black Knight. I think I may have overdone it. Yeah. But I know it works, so... not that. Here. Bolt there. Upgrade to full. Oh wait, bolt there, upgrade to full. And then Mr. Necromancer can already go down here. Money. And then we have some grinders. Now, do this and this. Kill those two priests. Sell that. Sell this. Have you here. And then the bolt trap back up. Like, the poison here isn't gonna do anything. Actually have the bolt trap there. And then we'll have a dart trap there. Which, to be fair, is also kind of slapping people around. Alright, golems. Golems 1 and golems 2. You are gonna be the big blade. And then we'll have some more grinders. Like, the leather grinders are most likely not gonna get anything. It's fine. Also, how did Mr. Necromancer die again? Also, holy shit. How? He died. He died. Right. I think the grinder floor does not do enough here. So we will... Yeah, we'll just move you down a little bit. And get you back to the normal one. Have... You know what? Fuck it. Fire. And poison. And an axe. And upgrade me my bolt more. Which, honestly, take me to damage. Right, reset. You, this guy, then you. This one last, the poison, and then you. Now, before I actually upgrade you further, I can get you to 5. Wonderful. And axe. Do I want to reduce armor? Not really. Actually, I do kind of want to use armor. Get rid of armor. And chill or fire? Unlock the peak. Blunt force. Yeah, more damage. I think I'm gonna chill them. Then, Same as last time. Bolt. And you are gonna be the big trap. Alright. We will have like a grinder down here. Not there. Axe 2 here. Didn't expect that, but I also forgot Mr. Necromancer once again. Right, so we'll just close off after these guys. After these guys. Lucky. Right, close off here. Open up there. Now we can close up there. Too good there. You're not gonna get through that. Alright. You back. Sell that. Get it back here, and now we can have flamethrower. Also, how much health do you fire bat? 16 friendly, has a ranged attack. Huh. Okay, ranged attack is kinda neat, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, you're over here. Alright, I think the dot trap. Right, I think I'll have to do it other way. That is still fine. I need to make sure that they die early enough. You, in the meantime, come down here. And then as soon as our golems are on that bridge, we will throw a boulder. It actually reached the barricade, surprisingly. Sell you, sell you. Mr. Bolt, please make short work. Now, as soon as those are through, we will once again close behind them. How many are there coming? Alright, we can now close here. Send that. Close here and close here. Then we'll have the bolt, we'll have the dart there, the bolt here, money there. Send this bolt, send that bolt, you get your soul glow up. And then we'll have a grinder back here as well. To deal with all the runaway Black Knights. Now the dwarves will focus this barricade and it will do nothing. Does he actually just blow up corpses or does he just have an explosion attack? I still don't know that. I completely overlooked those. God damn, those Black Knights are annoying as fuck. Right, I will have you here. You here. Oh, the priest is going through. Alright, the Freeze through. Block here. Block here. Get rid of this. And set up this. Now you go here. Sell up. You there. Get the fire up. Slow it down a tad. Fire! We do have the poison damage, which... How much damage do you deal? 28 over 9 seconds. That... Not actually that great. Also, the poison, if I see that correctly, does taper off. It starts with higher values than it ends up on. Because of the skeletons, they also die outside the range of this thing. Which ain't great for me. But with the higher level grinder, I feel like we should be better off. Apparently not. I don't even have my... Right, next thing is the bolt I wanted. The only problem really are just the Black Knights. Even though I feel like we kind of killed them with the poison now. $1,200, $1,200. And now the poison should kind of just deal with them. With the rare runaway. Getting blasted by that grinder. Wonderful. I always thought they have like a brown tunic on under the armor, but it's just the hair. Which, it kind of makes sense that you can't really go to the hairdresser when you're in cursed armor you can't take off. So that kind of gets a pass. The grinders are stopping, that ain't great. You over here. Blast them. Can you block this guy? No. Well, ain't that annoying. I need more grinders back there, I think, is the solution. Right, same setup as last time. And then you just have grinders here. Actually, not there. Here. Don't actually have the bolt there. I want to see if the grinders alone can do it. That's gonna be big grinder. Sell you. Sell you. Alright, grinders alone can, in fact, not do it. Yeah, I needed to bolt that. Oh well. Bombers. Bombing once again. Alright. Block here. Sell that. Upgrade the poison first, I think. For the Black Knights. Now you will be here with the bolt. Alright, I hope the grinders are dealing with it. Like, everything but the Black Knights is getting obliterated. That's not actually what I wanted there. Right, so the fire bat is kind of funny, but I don't think it's good. A 9 combo kill. Unfortunately, it does not help. The Black Knights are still just going through. Okay, different rune setup then. Like, what do we currently have? I can't have the swarm, I don't think. Get this. Wait, how much do I need? 2.5. Get some regen. And armor, and I don't think the armor matters all that much. Alright. This time with gusto. Alright, send it. Here. I'm just gonna do this now. Now then we can put the dart trap here. Flamethrower there. And send out those. The axe is so fucking expensive. And you, go here. Bolt. I might have overdone it there. Fuck. Right, it works. We'll keep at it. I need to make sure though that the bolt trap is ready before I send the golems. Right. We can sell you and you for actually just normal price. Right, sell this. Put in that and this. Then you here, dart trap, bolt trap. Sell that. Get the grinders situated and the poison up. Money. Alright, now we can send in some golems, and I'm gonna stagger them a little bit. Big boy grinder in front this time, I think. And you can just stay here with the barricade now. I thought the Black Knights fight as long as they're in armor. They do. But sometimes they don't. Bit weird. Right, have those. Upgrade the grinders. These grinders are probably the more important part. Just to keep those stupid Black Knights back. Which are rapidly becoming... I wanted to say they're becoming rapidly my least favorite unit, but they kind of already are. Right, upgrade the poison. Get another grinder if necessary. But better safe than sorry. I look forward to obliterating you when I don't have the runes. Why is the axe so expensive? Oh yeah, I completely forgot those golems. Ah, well, it's fine. I think it's fine. I think I thought wrong. However, we can now kind of just juggle them. So it's fine. Oh, shell 5 is 5? Ooh, temper! Monsters gain 1 armor when they are damaged. The hammer strikes at the hammer sings a song of iron resolve. Well... Juggle trap! Each successful bounce increases damage by 25% for the next hit. That's just... Enigma. Enemy level +1. Ugh. Right, that's all runes unlocked. I don't think... What do we have? Temper, Helm, and Scythe. Sure. Is 5 just the max level? I think 5 might be the max level for runes. Right, Scythe, Helm, Temper. Sure. No. Whenever they take damage, they get increased... They get increased armor. Which means that I want is stuff that doesn't care about armor. Right, cornerstone goes up here. You go there. Hmm. Right. Right. I think poison's the name of the game here. Like, the armor they get from this, I don't really care about. Poison and fire. Three, four, five, yeah. Now we can have one of these here. Now, I don't think I can have... They block, they bleed, they keep coming. I don't think I can have the arcane trap on the destructible wall, because I'm pretty sure the arcane trap just destroys the destructible wall and itself with it. So I'll have to have those around somewhere else. Animangian surges. Well, that kind of sucks. What exploded there, actually? Was there a dwarf? Now I wonder. Like, you get that fire bat. Do those stack? Do you get multiple of those? Or are they only temporary? Like, if I put one of those here... This fire bat doesn't... Okay, it's temporary. That makes it a lot less good. I can actually just put one of those here, force them to go down there, then back up. Because, honestly, I don't think the fire bat is that great. Like, they die relatively quickly, even if they weren't temporary. Oh, diggers. Fortunately for you, just kind of just have to go a long way. Now, with the Temper Rune, there are turrets that reduce the enemy's armor, which they are probably gonna be massively important for that. Now, if a turret reduces enemy armor, and at the same time deals damage to increase their armor, does it reduce their armor? Good question. At least I think it's a good question. I do kind of like the flamethrowers. They're not that great. But I do like them. Yeah, the fire bat is getting the boot though. And not only the one from the brute. it's getting the actual boot. Now, they said there's a roguelike mode coming, which I do kind of appreciate. They do have random generation with the labyrinths already, so they don't actually have to reuse levels. Meaning he could actually just get some good stuff going there. This is a destructible wall, yeah. So this flamethrower is endangered. Must stand, make it count. Didn't even need any of the grinders, surprisingly. There were not really any enemies that just walked through. There were actual enemies that fight, and they tend to be slower. Well, the ram is there, but that doesn't really count. Well, and apparently my internet just dropped. Not ideal. I do look forward to trying the that roguelite mode. Roguelite, not roguelike. Wonderful. Spring Trap. The bonus damage equal to 1% of the trap's physical force. Oh, that's not the spike trap. The spring trap. That's the. Yeah, that's this one. You have 500 force, so 1% of that is 5, which, you know, is relatively normal for this damage-wise, without any further upgrades, and we can upgrade this, like, that's already 9.8. And it does increase... does increase a little bit. You could technically take this and this, meaning it's completely fucking useless, but, Not sure why you want to do why you'd want to do that. Right. I think I'm gonna stop for today. Ascension. What does Ascension do? Enemy level is increased by 1. Accumulated XP, level 1, level 1. You must reach Conqueror level 10 to make your first Ascension. Abandon this world. No. What is Conqueror level 10? How do I get Conqueror level? No. Remove the Sunder. What can we do? Duplicate cost is reduced by 50%. Duo. Or... There it is. Activation range. Rage. How do I increase Conqueror level? I assume I have to get to max level, like level 50. And then... Wait, the Oasis increases money? Meadow, Oasis, and the Gold Mine. Ah, interesting. And then level 41. Right. So I think I'm gonna get all of those. That's the perfect map for the grinder floor. But maybe next time. Yeah, Conqueror level I'm gonna have to see. To make your first ascension. Enemy level is increased by 1. Right, so that's a difficulty increase. Well, for now, as mentioned, I'm gonna go away. Well, thank you for watching. If you make it this far, I hope you have a nice evening. I hope you have a good night later on. And I hope you have a nice week. But for now, goodbye.